Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, and today I'm here to share with you the floral purse. They're trending strong for weddings, proms, and just fun. They are so easy to make once you know the tricks, and yes, they are fun to carry. So let's take a look and see how I created this lovely little bit of whimsy. To create your own botanical purse, you need fresh materials, pick your favorites, and then just a few supplies. I used the Super 77 3M spray glue for the bulk of my base. Then I enhance it with some U-glue, both in dashes and strips. Then I love the corded rhinestones because that makes a great handle. And then lastly, a plastic bag, and of course, a purse. I find that you just hunt around, look at the used stores, look at the discount stores, look at the closeouts, even a garage sale. You just want a beautiful frame to build onto, but it doesn't have to be brand new. To prepare the purse, I like to cut the handles off and put on my own so it looks a little different. So I just reach in, cut it, remove. And this handbag came with a shoulder strap as well. So I reach in, cut that out. So you want just the frame of the purse. Then decide, do you want a shoulder strap or two little straps? And for me, I want the little straps. So I go back, cut these down a little more. They show now, but it won't later. Then using the original strap, I measure. And I want them to be a little bit longer, maybe another 1.5 inches. Give it a cut. And the second strap. Then to secure these in place, the U-glue dash. It will hold it until I get everything situated. So I just set this right against the purse where I'm going to want it to go. Do a second one. And one more. And the last one. Then just pull off the paper tab. Place the rhinestones against it. Bring it up and over. Pull off the tab. Rhinestones up and over. So I've got one handle attached, and I repeat that on the other side. Then to ensure that those don't come undone, because that's just a light bit of glue, which I would be a little nervous throughout the evening if it stayed. So now I take a full strip and I place this over the top. From one side to the other, really fully over. And I do that on all 4 of them. With the glue in place, then I can take the plastic bag and just set it right down inside, making sure that it secures to that glue as well. So that double gluing will make sure that the handle doesn't let go. Now I go back, do that on each of the 3, and that way I'll have a nice secure purse to build upon. While you're working, just tuck the handles inside. Let them fall in. That way they're out of the way. Then next step is preparing the Galax. For that, it's just easy. Cut the stems completely off. You want them flat. Just cut the stem off and then lay them face down on a piece of cardboard. That's going to be your spray base. If they look damaged, don't use them. If it's just got one bad spot, that's okay, because you can overlap them or clip that portion out. I go through and cut the stems down. And you want to prepare about a minute's worth because then it dries too much. So you think, how many can I put on at a time? So I'm going to guess maybe 10 leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I lay them out, face down, spacing them a little bit, and then using the Super 77 spray glue, just spray them and then let it sit for a moment. And you'll know it's ready when you can touch it, and it will stick to your finger when you lift it. So you want to spray and then wait, and then start attaching. As you go to add them, just tap, it'll stick to your finger, and then lay it against the fabric, folding it down and over so it goes down on the inside. That way it gives you a nice coverage across the top. Repeat that. Folding it in and over. On around the corners. Tucking, folding. Making sure that it adheres directly to the fabric. And as you go, if there's a spot you don't care for, if it's a little bumpy, go back and just take another one. Go over the top. Give yourself a smoother coverage. You're going to do that all the way around the edges, working from the top to the bottom, one row at a time. It's basically fish scaling around. One overlapping, then the next. You can see they adhere very quickly and nicely. Got 3 more. If you end up drying out, you can always spray them again. So make sure they go on there cleanly. So now I have one complete row. Once that's done, I come back with the next row and overlap, fish scaling to go down. As you come around the corners of the purse, sometimes you'll end up with flaps where you've kind of folded it over. I don't do much with that. I just make the flap like so. And then when I come back with another leaf, it can just tuck over the top of the flap, holding it into place. That way it disappears. I've got this flap, so I bring a leaf. Got to cover this side, bring it down and over, which didn't capture the flap yet, but now I've got one more hole here. I can bring this over, capturing the flap, holding it down, and then up and across, and then double check. Make sure that you've got leaves where you want them, that they all look nice, that you've got coverage around. If there's any spot that you don't think is just perfect, you can always go back, take another leaf, just go right over the top, getting even better coverage. Maybe you want to overlap it so it's not all by itself there. But you can adjust until you find that you've got perfect coverage and a lovely, lovely base. A handbag prepared like this with the Galax can be set in your cooler and last for well over a week. And then even sitting outside many, many days before it starts to fade. It's amazing how long it lasts. So then, to finish it, a little bit of wet foam, just a small piece tucked into the liner. That liner makes sure that it won't leak. And then going back with your flowers, whatever are your favorites, cutting them short, and then tucking them right down into the foam so that they have a water source. And get tucked in well. And a cut. I usually start from one side, then go to the other side, and then come back to the center. So I get nice, even spacing. The 3 roses, you could stop there. Or if you wanted to add a little bit of luxury, just a tiny bit of the Oncidium orchid, dancing over the top makes it more delicate, cutting it apart, and then just tucking them in, looking lacy and fab. Staying on trend with the floral purse is fun and easy. For more creative inspiration, refer to our website at flowerschool.com. If you have questions, you need help finding things, figuring it out, don't hesitate to reach out. You can contact us through the website, flowerschool.com, or by telephone at 503-223-8089. Then as you create your own floral purse, I'd love to see what you make. Take a photograph and send it to me using my personal email. It's Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. Now it's your turn. Have fun and do something you love.